Hey everyone, it's Plushy. 2022 has been an insane year for my channel, and so I decided just to end off the year. I made a compilation of every single secret I found this year. So this is pretty much every single secret that you could literally find on the Hive. Every single one I found this year. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and thanks for an amazing year. The Hive has a lot of secrets, from secret rooms, costumes, and much more. There are many things to find on the Hive, and on top of that, you actually get some free items from some of these secrets. Anyways, let's get into all the secrets on the Hive in 2022. First off, we're going to start off with the Hub. The Hub has a lot of secrets and free items you can find, so let's go over them. First, let's go over the two Hub titles you can get. The first one is the Frog Hub title, which you can get from completing the first half of the lobby parkour, which is honestly pretty easy. And then the Kangaroo Hub title, which you get from completing the second half of the lobby parkour, which is a bit more harder. The rest of the secrets in the lobby are just secret spots. First is the door behind the throne. This door has been one of the biggest mysteries on the Hive ever, and you can't even open it either. What is behind this door is mostly unknown, is what people think, but there's actually sometimes stuff behind it. Here's what has been behind the door. A portal, a dragon head, a Chow from Sonic, and right now there's currently nothing behind it. Will the door behind the throne actually have any use in the future? Probably not, but honestly I hope it stays like that, as it's probably the biggest mystery on the Hive. As there's actually another secret, I guess. There's a room that not many people know about. Now if you're playing hide and seek with your friends or just want a secret place to hang out, literally no one will find you here. By going to the left of the spawn like this, you'll find a house with a balcony on it. So by going to this house next to it and doing some parkour like this, we can actually go on the secret balcony. It's a bit dark in this room, but nevertheless, it's still a super cool place to hang out in, and honestly, if you're playing a game of hide and seek, you're gonna win. Also, just gonna mention a costume that you have seen in the thumbnail. This costume is given to you for going on the Hive for 365 days straight. Yes, you heard me correct. You will get a costume called the Time Owl, which is Splodger, a server admin, but an owl, just for having a login streak of 365 days. This costume does look cool, and it's super rare. Would I go for this? I mean, if you log into the Hive for 1 minute every day, it's honestly probably possible. I would maybe go for it. You can also get the Chumpus costume for being a booster of the Hive Discord server, which is just the Discord mascot, but you have to keep boosting to actually keep the costume. Also, you get a free frog themed avatar for free in the Hive store. You can also get a hub title and an avatar. There are also many more hub titles you can get during events. For example, the Choo Choo hub title was given out during the Christmas 2021 event for riding on a train for 1 whole hour straight. And I was one of the same people that had motivation to get the hub title. So, lucky me. Anyways, that's all for the hub. A lot, right? Anyways, let's go over the secrets that are in the games. First up is the Always Forgotten survival games, which honestly, I don't know why people don't play it more. It's really fun. Anyways, by going to the map SG4 and going to this house next to this barn, there will be a bush you can break and go down this ladder to find a secret room. As a frequent player of SG, I had no idea this existed before researching for this video. After doing some parkour in this room, you'll find a level 2 chest, which has some pretty good loot in it. Also, this place is an amazing place to trap people. I know, trapping in SG is pretty rare and no one really does it, but either way, it's still pretty fun and no one's gonna expect it. And on the same map called SG4, near the forest, you can find a secret sign at this bush. And on the sign, there's a bunch of just random numbers on it. What do these numbers mean? No idea. But this is most likely a code or something that us players can figure out in the future to find something cool. I'm sure this is some kind of puzzle. I mean, I don't think they just put it here for no reason. So if you know anything about codes, maybe try and figure this one out. That'd be really helpful. Anyways, also next to the sign there's a bunker with 2 chests and a tier 2 chest. And if this map didn't have enough secrets already, there's one more near the airport area on this map. And by breaking these leaves you can enter a secret cave, which has some parkour. By completing the parkour, there will be a sign telling you to go up more, and you can find some more parkour to do. This is a really cool touch because literally no one goes here. And for completing all the parkour, you get a really cool view of the map. Next, in Skywars, where in the lobby there are 2 big main secrets you can find. By going behind the spawn like this, and going right in this cave area, and following this broken down path, you can find this tree. Now, because it's still the Christmas update when I'm recording this video, it will show a Christmas tree. But what would usually be here is a lemon tree. This tree has some sort of significance to the Hive, and another Hive YouTuber by the name of PotatoPie25 made a video on it. I'll leave a link to his video in the description, but just to summarize it, pretty much the lemon tree is somehow a part of the Hive lore, and everyone is fighting over it, which explains why people are fighting in Skywars. Doesn't make too much sense to me, but this may no longer be canon because this was only on the Java server. There's also a maze in the lobby, and by following the path I'm going right now, you'll be able to find a secret room, which in Java is called the Sky Bar. This is a cool place to hang out in with friends before the game starts. And last but not least, The most important Hive secret is found in Treasure Wars, and you won't believe it. It's really shocking. The shopkeeper's name is Dave. The Hive has a lot of secrets, from secret rooms, costumes, and much more. This is a part 2 to a video I posted a couple of days ago, where we went over a ton of secrets on the Hive. Also, thank you guys for the support on that video. It means the world. If you haven't watched that video already, you definitely should. Today, we're going to go over even more Hive secrets that I bet a lot of you guys don't even know exist, so let's get into it. First, we're going to go over the code we found in the last video on SG4. Many of you guys informed me that the numbers on the sign 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, and 42 is a reference to the show Lost, which shows up a lot in the show. It turns out this sign is just a reference to the show and nothing else. Thank you guys for letting me know. Another thing I forgot to mention in the last video is that for having a login streak of 100 days, instead of getting the Time Owl costume for having a streak of 365 days, along the way you can also get a free hub title for having a 100-day streak. This hub title is called The Dedicated, and in my opinion, it looks pretty cool. Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna go over the hub more, as there are 2 more hub titles that you can get, but they're a bit more harder to find. First is the hub title Hardcore Parkour, which you can get from completing a secret parkour. I say secret because it's literally out of the way, and you wouldn't really find it unless you're exploring the map. By going the path I'm going right now, you can find the parkour, and by completing it, you will get the hub title. Next hub title is Door the Explorer hub title. Many people wondered why I didn't put this in my last video, and I just didn't want to put the location of it because the hub title location changes a lot, and I don't want to give you guys false information, which in a couple weeks or months will be false. Currently, if you want to find the hub title, it's near the hub parkour on top of the castle on this mountain-like terrain. Another hub Easter egg is that behind the Your Unlocks character, you can find a bunch of references to the costumes on the Hive. One of them is even the Time Owl costume, which we talked about in the last video. And last but not least is the Java Bee costume. You could only gotten this costume if you had Hive Premium on your Hive Java account, which obviously Hive Java is sadly shut down. This is the rarest Hive costume in my opinion, as literally everyone else says, as it's literally unattainable, and if you find anyone wearing this, consider yourself very lucky. With the second rarest costume on the Hive being the Black Cat costume, which is just the same costume but in a black cat like onesie I guess. You get this from completing the 2018 Halloween event, which was a very long time ago. Before we get into this next insane secret that you're definitely going to want to see, make sure you're subscribed to me if you're enjoying the video so far. Also, leave a like so more people can see the video and be more informed. Thank you guys for watching, by the way. Next, we're going to go over something that you did see in the thumbnail. Yes, there is a forgotten or scrapped or lost game on the Hive that was never even added. Not many people know what this game is or it was even going to be on the Hive in the first place. This game is a game from the Hive Java server before it shut down. And this game was planned to be on the Hive as one of the original games you could play at the launch of the server. The game I'm referring to is Trouble in Mineville. Pretty much this game is like murder mystery, but it incorporates more complex concepts like a scanner to see your role and much more. Think of it like Among Us. The game is very complicated, and that is the exact reason why Hive decided to scrap it. As someone that used to play this game on Java, this game was really fun to play and I really liked it. But this game would have been way too complicated and hard to learn for the Bedrock audience, as the audience for Bedrock is much more younger than the Java audience. And sadly, it was cut before the release of the Hive. But Hive decided to not throw the game entirely out the window yet, as although it did get cut, they decided to replace it with Murder Mystery, a much more simpler game of Trouble in Mineville that the Bedrock player base could easily understand. There's actually still an Easter egg that you can find of it though. By going to the Chinatown map on Hide and Seek, you can find a traitor tester, which pretty much in the scrapped game, someone could go in there and you could test if they're a traitor or not. Anyways, with that long secret out of the way, let's move on to Hide and Seek. On the map Town Square, you can find a sign on top of one of the roofs. On this sign is saying Uwu on the Ruwu. Yeah, I don't know who put this here, and next to it is Uwu spelled out with snow. Continuing on with the weird funny Easter eggs, in the replay mode hub there are multiple pineapples for some reason. I don't know why, I think it may be a reference to SpongeBob, but either way it's pretty funny. Also, did you know for every main Hive game, you can actually get a free costume for getting max level? Most of the costumes from getting max level are the game mascot. For example, the statue you see in Spawn is the costume you get. So for example, if I get max level in Death Run, I'll get the Death costume. Another way to get a free costume is by getting partner rank, as the Hive will give you plenty of free cosmetics and hub titles. One of my favorite hub titles is Feels Badman, which you get from getting level 73 in Skywars. You can also get free costumes from purchasing one of Hive's map packs or skin packs they made. Only some of them will give you a costume though, so make sure it actually gives you one. There's a link to every hub title, costume, and avatar you can get, so I'll leave a link in the description as it helps me research a lot for this video. Anyways, with that secret out of the way, there's actually a secret rank on the Hive that you may not know about. This rank is called VIP rank, and I did go over it in my all ranks Hive video, which you should totally watch, but real quickly, it is a rank given to old or former staff members on the Hive. This rank is really rare to see, as not a lot of old staff members may even be on the Hive anymore. The next secret is on SG4. I know, there's a ton of secrets on this map. Anyways, by going into spectator mode or replay mode and going outside the border, we can find another secret bunker, and by opening the trapdoor, we find a Steve head. These Hive secrets are some of the most hardest to find, and even if you play Hive every day, you probably don't know a good amount of these. And the Hive has a ton of secrets you can find, from secret rooms, costumes, and so much more. This is my third video about secrets on the Hive, and thank you all so much for the support on this series. Make sure to watch the other 2 parts of the series after watching this video. Today, we're going to go over the hardest Hive secrets anyone can find, so let's get into it. The first game we're going to go over is one of the Hive's most popular games, that being Treasure Wars. In Treasure Wars, it may seem like there aren't a lot of secret rooms or Easter eggs, but there actually is. On the map facility, under the map, there is a bunch of rooms that are just decorated. I don't know why I find this so cool, but I'm sure people can make a trap with these rooms or a surprise attack zone since they are right next to the emerald generators. Also, this map may have some lore, as around the map there are signs of astronauts that could have possibly died, as this map is space themed. You can also find a sign saying map by Team Nectar, with day 105 at the bottom of the sign. I know Team Nectar is the Hive team, but I have no idea what day 105 means. There's also a sign up here which says call elevator, so I don't know if it's really supposed to be a secret, but it's whatever. On the next Treasure Wars map called Castle, by using a pearl glitch, we can get into a secret attic on top of the shopkeeper room. Now, to get up here, you need multiple pearls. Don't bring just 1 or 2, bring at least 6. Now be careful up here, as you can get stuck if you don't have enough pearls. But either way, it's still a very cool place to hide out at, and literally no one will find you here. So if you're playing hide and seek, you'll be winning the game 100%. The next game we'll be going over is hide and seek. Most of the secrets in this game you can't actually find without being in spectator mode. But anyways, by going on the map Humbug Street, you can go into this room outside the map and find _Tim's room. And in his room is, whoa, hold on there. You've been watching for this long and you haven't subscribed yet? I mean, it's obvious you're enjoying the video. So real quickly, go down there and leave a like and subscribe for me. Also, join the Discord while you're down there. It helps me a lot and more people will be able to see this video. So thank you for liking and subscribing. In _Tim's room, there are a bunch of signs that say memes, video games, new map ideas, and Taylor Swift albums. I don't judge, but it's pretty obvious that _Tim is actually a builder for the Hive, and they do a pretty good job, so props to them. There's actually 2 more secrets on this map on the roofs. On one of the roofs, there's a sign that says, you've heard of Elf on the Shelf, now get ready for, and then next to it is oof spelled out with snow. Then on the next roof, there's the best secret out of all the Hive, uwu on the ruwu. Awesome. Next up is Skywars, which doesn't have any secrets in the maps, but has a ton in its lobby. We've already gone over the secret lemon tree and rooms in the past videos, but there's actually 2 more secret rooms in this lobby. By going to the parkour in the hub and completing it and getting on the ship, we can sort of go behind it. And there is a secret door allowing us to enter the ship. The airship is fully decorated. There are many rooms with a viewing deck and just so much more. It's honestly amazing how much effort the Hive team puts into their builds, when players don't even make it here regularly. And in the same hub, there's actually a secret parkour you can do. Behind the spawn area, you can go up this broken path and into this cave to get to a different airship. The parkour is slightly harder than the one we just did, but you can find a cool airship to hang out on. And by going left of the airship parkour, you can find a yellow parkour, which can lead us up to this island. Once there, go into this cave and you can find a secret room with an ender chest. What does this mean? No idea, but maybe a reference to the level 2 chest you can find in an actual Skywars game. The next game with secrets is Death Run, with the first secret not really being a secret, but more of a good skip that players can use while playing the game. The map Seaside, by using your skip here on the stair area, you can go into this place on the side and skip many courses safely and sound. This is really cool as you won't get hurt at all. On the same map, you can go to spectator mode and look around, and we can find a secret pool just sitting here. You would never see this regularly by playing Death Run, so it's cool to see things just sitting here ready to be found. Also, by going on the map Viaduct and going into Spectator, you can fly out and find a sea of lapis blocks and a ship and a flag. I don't know why it's here, but I find it pretty funny. And finally, in survival games on the map Northwood, by going over the border in the spectator mode, you can literally just find this massive lake. Honestly, if you think the Hive doesn't put enough effort into their games, just look at this. And it's not even in the map. And on the same map, you can find an area with a ladder, and by going up it, you can find a tier 2 chest. This is also a very good place to camp as you have a lot of high ground. And real quickly, we're gonna go over some things in the hub. Right after I made my last part 2 video, the door to explore hub title changed, so lucky me. Also, a ton of the map has changed due to the new Lunar New Year update when I'm recording this, so some of the hub stuff may be unattainable at this time. But one more way you can get free costumes is by doing quests from the quest master. This is really easy, and if you already log in a lot, you may actually have some quest points to get these exclusive costumes. As every 10 days you consistently log into the Hive, you'll get 30 quest points. Some of these costumes and hub titles will become rare in the future, so I'd recommend grinding out some of the quests. There are a lot of secrets on the Hive, from secret rooms, costumes, and so much more. But there is one secret that has been overlooked for almost a year now. I've mentioned this map a lot in my secret videos, but what if I told you there is a secret storyline and lore on this Hive map? You heard me correct, and honestly, it's pretty creepy and dark, so without further ado, let's begin. This is SG4. SG4 is one of the most popular maps on Minecraft ever, being played a ton by Java players on survival game servers in about 2013 to 2015. The Hive decided in 2015 that they would revamp the map, and when Hive moved to Bedrock, this map was added to the SG map rotation. This map has tons of secrets, from secret rooms and areas, but today we're going to be going over the secret and hidden events that are going on in the background while you're playing the map. One of my older secret videos, we found a secret bunker with a secret code. This code was a reference to the show Lost, which gave us more clues of why this was here. But in this old bunker, there was a secret about a year ago that was sadly removed. On the bunker wall, there's these signs. These signs read a story. From who? We don't know, but I'll read it out to you now. The apocalypse has started. People didn't believe us. Why didn't they believe us? We could all be safe if they did. We're taking shelter in this underground bunker, but our supplies are running low. If you see this and we're dead, take what you need, and good luck surviving. Flight 8115. There is a lot of unpack here in my opinion, so let's go over it. First, in my opinion, I think what is going on is not the exact same in the show Lost. It is different, as they do mention an apocalypse. Personally, this could be a zombie apocalypse or a nuclear apocalypse, as many of the buildings and the planes in the map are actually broken and destroyed. Second off, this message is from Flight 8115, which in my opinion is likely the flight that crashed right next to this bunker, with the survivors finding the bunker and taking cover. From what? I don't know. Though, the flight next to the bunker may not even be Flight 8115. As it is more likely to be the plane that is burning at the airport due to how large the plane is to hold actual passengers. But what is truly going on in this map? Well, I think we can start piecing the puzzle pieces we have and go over the timeline we can make. We'll start off with the many plane crashes on the map, as there are 3 and they all happen first. This would explain why Flight 8115 is in a bunker. Once the flight crashed, survivors made their way to the bunker, and that was where they were until something happened to them. They either ran out of resources or something got them. Also, during the same time, 2 more planes crashed. The reason why? I have no idea, though I think I have some theories. The most likely scenario is that SG4 takes place during an apocalypse, which isn't really an opinion, it's actually a fact, as the signs do state that the apocalypse has started. This is either a zombie apocalypse or a nuclear apocalypse, though if it was a nuclear apocalypse, many more buildings would be destroyed than the one I mentioned earlier on. Though, what are your thoughts on this map and what's going on? As there is 100% something going on, and I think if we can somehow piece a timeline together, maybe I'll make another part. Anyways, let's go over some more secrets on the Hive, as this isn't the only secret I'll be showing you guys. On the same map SG4, there's one more secret, I hope, and this secret was found by, I think, Twisted Apple on the forums, where in the sewers there's some kind of prison and a sign saying emergency exit unless you are Clank. If you don't know who Clank is, Clank or Clankstar is one of the owners of the Hive, and the secret is pretty funny. Next is the secret in the lobby, where if you go to a flower pot, you can actually pick up flowers. You can't move them around or place them or drop them, but it's pretty funny and you can confuse people with it. Also, on the map Chinatown, you can find a super OP hiding place. My friend Card showed me this by going up these stairs and doing this parkour and landing on this stair. Literally no hunter will suspect the thing. So it's honestly really funny and you will win so many games by doing this. Just don't tell anyone. Also in the hide and seek lobby, you can actually find secret parkour. Well, I don't think it's really a secret, but literally no one knows it exists. This is because no one really sees it and you can't really get there without the game starting. By going the way I'm going right now, you can actually find the parkour, and when you complete it, you get a really cool view. You get a really cool view with a sign saying you did it, so enjoy the view. So in my opinion, it's worth it. The next Easter egg is that, do you know that there used to be 2 secret ranks that used to exist on the Hive? The first rank is Ultimate, which was only given to one player, that being Cyclosword. This rank was given to him because he kept asking to get owner on the Hive, which definitely don't try doing this. It was soon removed because the joke of him that actually kind of died down and he kind of wanted it to get removed. The rank had no perks and it was purely just cosmetic. Next is the Egg rank, which was actually given to Skylia, which is a Hive partner, just for a stream thumbnail. This 100% worked to promote her stream, as everyone was really shocked about the new rank. Some believe she either got the rank just for the thumbnail or it's an NPC. Either way, it's really funny. The last secret is one that we can actually be happy about after all these dark secrets. Anyways, by going in the Skywars lobby and doing some climbing, we can find the secret building. It's pretty cool and a lot of people don't know it's here, so if you're ever playing hide and seek in the Skywars lobby for some reason, you'll win 100%. The Hive has a lot of secrets, from secret rooms, costumes, and much more. In this video, we're going to be going over very obscure Hive secrets. So without further ado, let's go over the most hidden kept secrets on the Hive. First, did you know that you can go on top of the castle door? By going the way I'm going right now, you'll end up on the 2nd floor of the castle. Then you're gonna have to do a little bit of a hard jump. The jump is a little hard to do, and it'll probably take you some tries. Once you do it, it's pretty cool. Honestly, this is a pretty good hiding spot, as seekers will probably not check up there at all. Speaking of spawn, there's a whole village in spawn, and in one of the houses, there's a secret bunker. It looks like a potion brewer place. I don't really know how to describe it, but hey, at least you can look out into the world with these iron bars down there. It's a little bit creepy. Next is a secret in the Treasure Wars lobby. I don't know why this is here, but to me, it's really funny. By going to the right of spawn, you will see these free simple jumps. Surely it's just to get over to that island, right? But when you cross it, you'll enter this building and find a "you did it" sign. Honestly, I find this pretty funny as we only did free parkour jumps. But hey, at least Hive is supportive of us. Also, while looking around in the Treasure Wars lobby, I found a ton of lemon trees. You're probably wondering, plushie, why would I care about lemon trees? Well, my friend, if you don't know, there's lore surrounding lemon trees. Pretty much in the Hive lore, lemon trees are important as they are what the players are fighting over, and is also the reason why they fight in Skywars. But this could also be canon to Treasure Wars too, but I don't know why lemon trees are super rare in Skywars and only being found in one secret spot of the lobby, but common in the lobby of Treasure Wars. But hey, I think there's somehow a connection here, and I'm glad I spotted it out. Anyways, let's talk about the secret pet animations that are in the Hive. Each pet that exists has a secret animation if you wait long enough. The Endolotto can fall asleep and it's really cute. Flying Dutchman turns into a creepy ship when it turns night, and can also do a cannon animation. The dragon does a chill animation and also throws up fire, which is a little bit disgusting. And the QB, well, doesn't do too much. It looks around, flips and twirls, but other than that, it doesn't do too much. But speaking of the QB, it'll probably be a secret / really unknown pet really soon. The QB is only owned by 1,768 people, which although may seem like a lot, you have to remember that there's an average of 15,000 people during peak hours on the Hive, and only the few people that have the QB may not even be online or have it equipped. The way you got the QB pet is by buying the plushie, wait a minute, which along with the plushie you get a pet, an avatar, and also a hub title. This pet is going to be really rare in the future, and even though it was sold months ago, it's already getting rare and less people are seeing it. Going back to the topic of the hub, to the right of spawn, there is literally a campsite. This campsite is really special to me as I remember before doing Hive YouTube, I would sit here with my friends getting costume gifts from them. My goal one day is to eventually get YouTube rank and hopefully impress them, and I actually surprisingly did it. Honestly, I want to thank you all for enjoying and liking my videos, and hey, if you aren't subscribed yet, you should definitely. You're enjoying the video and we're getting close to 10,000 subscribers. Anyways, let's talk about some more obscure secrets. Did you know that if you die from fall damage in SG, it'll say that you died to Herobrine? Well, I guess the Hive is pretty much cursed now by Herobrine, so I'd be a little bit more careful. This is a pretty funny reference though, and I love seeing it in game. Also, speaking of obscure secrets, by going into Murder Mystery and going on the map Office, you can find a bunch of laptops. And what are on these laptops? Well, it's actually the Hive website. This is a cool Easter egg and a super cool touch. Moving on to costumes, this is the rarest costume bundle, and it's called the Black Friday bundle. This bundle was released on Thanksgiving of 2018, which was almost 4 years ago. Time flies quick. This bundle came with 4 costumes, which are the Dog Onesie, Ginger Cat, Sharky, and Turtle. They also came with hub titles and avatars, but these costumes are considered some of the rarest costumes ever. And fun fact, since I'm a Hive partner, I got one of these costumes, that being the Turtle costume. For some reason, I didn't get the other free, but hey, at least I can say I own 1/4 of the bundle. But comparing this bundle to the newer Hive costumes looks so different, and it shows how much the Hive has improved in their designing. I would like to thank JD Villa on the forums for giving me this information. And finally, the last secret of the video. Did you know that Treasure Wars used to be named Dragon Wars? Honestly, I have no idea on how this would work. In an old post on the Hive website, it says the following. Dragon Wars. Fight and protect your dragon. Your dragon has mystical abilities that can grant you and your team infinite respawn, but only while he is alive. Build up defenses for your dragon and try to eliminate all opposing forces in this fast-paced PvP game. I honestly have no idea how this would work. Sure, it would work just like Bed Wars, and I prefer Treasure Wars much more, but I can't imagine a super large dragon like the Ender Dragon just chilling on a Treasure Wars island, or something like the Dragon Pet. But honestly, I'm happier with the treasures we got instead. Thank you again to JD Villa on the forums for giving me this information. The Hive has a lot of secrets, from secret rooms, costumes, and much more. Though recently, the newest and possibly one of, if not the biggest update on the Hive has came out. That being the arcade. And wow, this update is super amazing, and Hive overdid themselves, and the wait was totally worth it. Anyways, with the arcade update, it comes with many new game modes, a new hub, and much more. And of course, with all of that, it means that there are many more secrets to be found and being added. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys most, if not all of the secrets that you can find in the new Hive update, the arcade. The first secret we'll be talking about in this video is the secret golden mailbot toys around in the hub. Now, if you don't know, the arcade has its own hub. The hub is literally bigger than the original hub, and it is a very detailed hub and is super big. So finding 100 of these little guys around the map will be super hard for you to do. They can literally be anywhere. They can be in parkours, or you have to take elevators to even get them. They can be anywhere, really. Some of these mailbots can be in pretty funny places. For example, there's one sitting on a toilet, which I didn't know mailbots could go to the bathroom, but you learn something new every single day. Anyways, there's actually a reward for getting all of these robots, though I'll talk more about that later on in the video. Speaking of robots, another fun fact is that one of the NPCs in the lobby is called Mark. This is confirmed by the blog post that the Hive made before the arcade came out. With that small secret out of the way, let's go over some of the more bigger secrets in the lobby. First off, after being a scrapped feature ever since the Hive was released years ago, the Hive has finally added emotes, which is super awesome as originally they were supposed to come with the release of the Hive when it originally came out all these years ago, but sadly they were scrapped due to being way too complicated for the Hive to actually implement, though they are back, which is super cool to see. Another thing in the lobby that is unlike the regular lobby on the Hive is you can actually get up on the Hive sign. By starting this parkour here, you can do some movement to where you can get on a building where the Hive sign is located in the arcade lobby, and after a while, if you follow where I'm going correctly, you can get up on the Hive sign pretty easily, which is pretty cool as I know some people are going to get some cool screenshots here. Although you may be thinking that you get a cool screenshot with the Hive sign, you get a beautiful view of the arcade spawn, which I must say, although the wait for arcade was very long, it was super worth it, as I am in love with this update, and as always, an amazing job to the Hive team. The next secret in the lobby is a pretty cool one, as there's a new secret area that can be found in the Hive arcade lobby that not a lot of people actually know about, as it's super new. Anyways, by going to the Mailbot HQ parkour and completing the parkour until you reach this part right here, which is actually right on top of the mailbot sign. When here, make sure you press the exit parkour button. Then you will need to drop from the building and land on the side of it. If you do this correctly, you should land on the side of the building and right in front of two banners representing a vent. Go inside the banners and you will enter a vent maze. The maze isn't super hard, but following where I'm going right now will lead you inside the Mailbot HQ. This place is pretty cool, and before I knew about the secret, I wondered if there was a way in, and I was actually correct. In this building, there's a drop down, so you can get out and you leave from a vine, and you can get back to wherever you were doing. One more secret is that in one of the buildings, there's a reference to the Aether dimension, as there's a nether portal and then a glowstone portal, which if you don't know is the portal used to enter the Aether dimension, which is a pretty popular Minecraft mod. This is a pretty cool Easter egg that the Hive threw in. Anyways, I think that's enough secrets for the lobby, so how about we move on to some of the game modes. The first game mode is the bridge. There aren't many Easter eggs in this game as well, it's the bridge. How many secrets are you gonna put in a game like this? But there's actually two. First is in the lobby, and while you're waiting in the distance, you can sort of see a Hive sign statue thing. This is pretty cool and fits the map theme of being sorta abandoned. And finally is that when you knock someone off and they drop in the water, you can actually hear the water splash. Take a listen. This is a pretty cool touch, and I love when Hive adds cool stuff like this. Let's switch to my personal new favorite game mode on the Hive, and that is Capture the Flag. This game has two secrets that are located in the lobby. Pretty much, if you were to follow where I'm going right now, you will find these two ships located near the bay of the lobby. Follow these lily pads and you will go onto this first ship. By going into the secret room, you can find a withered rose with a light on top of it. Okay, this is a little bit creepy. Then by going to the next ship, you can find another secret room, and what do you know, there's another secret withered rose. This may be some lore relating to Capture the Flag or either the Hive, as we do know that there is some Hive lore. It is obvious though, whoever owns these ships do not want these withered roses to be seen. Anyways, do you remember when I talked earlier in the video about the reward for getting all 100 golden mailbots? Well, although I have not done it yet, you can actually get access to this secret lounge located in the tower in the arcade spawn that is exclusive to people that did this quest. Honestly, I think the Hive should add a little bit more of a reward since something like this takes hours for someone to do. The Hive has a lot of secrets, from secret rooms, costumes, and much more. Recently, the new Hive arcade came out, and I made a secrets video right when it came out, going over the secrets that you can find in the update. This is a part 2 to that video, which thank you guys so much for the support on it. It means the world. So anyways, in this video, we'll be going over even more secrets that you can find on the Hive arcade in 2022. The first secret we'll be going over is about the brand new VIP room added in the new arcade hub. Pretty much as of right now, the current reward for finding all 100 golden mailbots in the lobby is just the VIP lounge, which as you can see from the footage looking around, it's really just a hangout place for the most allows dedicated Hive players to just chill out. Though, some people including myself have stated that this reward just isn't enough, especially since some people spent almost 5+ hours trying to find all the mailbots. So obviously, people asked if there'd be more rewards in the future, and I'm proud to say that there will be. The Hive responded to a tweet saying that they would be adding multiple exclusive unlocks to the VIP rooms. So obviously, over time, there will be much more bigger rewards for people that do the mailbot challenge. Though, these cosmetics may be exclusive to the people that have done the quest before a specific date. So I'd get all 100 golden mailbots as soon as possible if you haven't already. Anyways, let's continue on to some more secrets in the hub. And the next two are secret location spots that you can find in the arcade hub. The first one is right under the spawn. By going where I'm going to right now, you can reach the secret location, which is pretty much a spot which I think is like a power supply for the arcade. I don't know, but I think it's like kind of like the middle of the arcade, and in my opinion, it's super cool, and it's honestly a really good hiding spot if you ever play hide and seek. The next secret location is a bit of a weird one, and I have no idea why you have to take such a weird route to go to it. Anyways, by going the way I'm going right now, you'll pretty much be following the monorail tracks until we get into this spot. And by jumping off, we can enter and land at this pretty cool pool area. This spot is really cool, and I wish it was more easily accessible, as it's a really cool place to chill out and hang out at. Another secret isn't really a secret, though it does have something that hints at a new thing being added. By going to where I'm going right now, you can find the pet shop. This is a building that pretty much shows every single pet that you can get besides the QB. As you can see, every single spot in the shop is taken up by pet, one of them being in this water tank. This obviously applies that a pet relating to water will be released soon. Now, what can this pet be? I think that's probably going to be a goofy little fish pet, or possibly a normal version of the axolotl pet that we already have. There's also another spot, which is a scaffolding type area. In my opinion, I think this can be a little bird pet, or a cat pet, as I can see these scaffolds being a place where these animals will like hang out. I don't know, but comment on what pet you guys think will be in these spots. I genuinely want to hear what you guys think. The last secret in the lobby is a pretty big one. If you don't remember, back in December, there was a secret hub title where if you rode on the train for 1 whole hour, you got the Choo Choo hub title. Well, the Hive Arcade has something just like the train from the Christmas update, that being the monorail. The monorail is super cool, and people have wondered if you rode on it for 1 hour if you'd get the hub title. Well, in fact, you can. The hub title you get is the all aboard hub title, which is a pretty cool hub title in my opinion, so if I were you, I would get it. Also, I just want to say that the monorail has some pretty good views and it's really beautiful, so I would just be chilling having a good time while getting this hub title. Anyways, I think that's enough for the hub, so let's move on to the games. Since some secrets have been found, let's go over them. First off is that ever since my last video, more wither roses have been found in the Capture the Flag lobby. This is pretty weird, as I discussed in the last video that these wither roses have some sort of significance, as why would there be such a ton of wither roses in random places all by themselves in a Capture the Flag lobby? Seems really weird. Anyways, I also heard a pretty good theory about the ships on the dock of the Capture the Flag lobby. A person by the name of That One Dude commented on my last video saying, the ships on the Capture the Flag hub are people coming from the Hive hub. Thinking about this even more makes so much sense, as if you look in the normal Hive hub, you can literally see a dock with ships. So these are possibly the same ships coming from the Hive hub going to the Capture the Flag lobby, which is really cool. Speaking of Capture the Flag, on the map Unearth, there's a really funny glitch. It'll probably be patched, hopefully, by the time the video comes out, but if it isn't, please don't do it. I don't want you to get banned. But by going near the lava area of the map and bridging up, you can literally just get out of the map. This is super overpowered, as if you have the flag, literally no one else can get to you up here, so the game will literally last forever. This glitch is pretty funny, and seeing the outside of the map is also a pretty funny secret. The last secret is similar to the last secret I just said, where you can pretty much get out of bounds in the bridge map. By quickly placing blocks when you spawn in on the bridge, in your spawn area, you can get out the map and go into this tube, and then pretty much break some blocks, and boom, you're out of bounds. It's pretty cool to see that out of bounds of the map sometimes, since usually you couldn't be able to see this. Though you'll probably lose the game, as the other team will be able to score super easily.